Hello dear mates, in this video I am going to talk about mandatory alarm management of ECDIS. There are 5 mandatory alarms in ECDIS. These alarms are indicated in a audio-visual manner, which means you will hear audible alarm, also you will see visual indication. Any alarms in ECDIS requires your immediate attention as an officer of the watch. Now let's point out about 5 mandatory alarms. Number 1, crossing safety contour. Number 2, deviation from the route. Number 3, positioning system failure. Number 4, approaching to critical points. And finally, number 5, difference in geodetic datum. So now let's elaborate all these 5 points. Number 1 was crossing safety contour. When your vessel will pass over the contour line, that means depth contour line on the ECDIS, it will generate alarm for you. And there are 2 prescribed methods of crossing safety contour in NP 232, which is guidelines for ECDIS use. In separate video, I will cover that 2 methods of crossing safety contour. But for instance, you have to remember that it will generate alarm for you so that you can attend accordingly. Now number 2, deviation from the route. In ECDIS, we usually use 2 side border line as a marginal line, which is known as cross track limit. Your ECDIS is gonna generate alarm whenever you cross this cross track limit set by yourself. Now let's come to number 3, that is positioning system failure. There is interface connection of GPS in ECDIS so that ECDIS can show the position. And whenever by any cause if ECDIS doesn't get this position, it will generate alarm for you so that you can attend accordingly. Now let's describe about number 4, that is approaching to critical points. An example of approaching to critical point can be next waypoint. If the next waypoint is coming closer, it will generate alarm for you so that you can make the wheelover in time. Now the last one, that is number 5, difference in geodetic datum. To understand this point, we have to know what is geodetic datum. There are few commonly known geodetic datum. Then the most common one is WGS84. And our UKHO published charts are mostly based on WGS84 datum. So the electric cells or electric charts which we use in ECDIS also having the same. So in this case, the ECDIS is gonna generate alarm when there is a difference in geodetic datum. So in this case, if you get this type of alarm, that means difference in geodetic datum, then you have to go to your GPS and put the correction accordingly to set the geodetic datum for your ECDIS. So that's all about ECDIS mandatory alarm management. Thank you so much for watching. See you in next video.